Welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever felt like your AI art tools give you these, beautiful images, but not the exact story you've got in your head? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to move past all the theory and actually get our hands dirty, writing the specific prompts that turn random pictures into a really powerful visual narrative.
All right, let's dive right in. This is where we bridge that gap between chaos, which is, just throwing a vague idea at an AI, and concept. We're about to see how just a little bit of structure can totally transform those random outputs into the precise storyboard panels your story needs to work.
And honestly, this is the fundamental question. It's something every single creative using AI has to ask themselves. Is this incredible tool actually serving your specific vision, or are you just getting a bunch of generic, kind of disconnected art? The whole goal here is to be a director, not just a spectator. And this slide just captures the difference perfectly. The vague prompt on the left, a character in a parking garage? Sure, it gives you an image, but it has no context, no story. The structured prompt on the right, though, that gives you a story beat. It specifies the shot, the character's exact action, their emotion. It's not just a picture, it's the beginning of a real scene.
So how do you get that kind of control? Well, you learn the language, and I don't mean AI language, I mean the language of cinema. We need to tell the AI how to shoot our scene, using the same essential shots that filmmakers have been relying on for over 100 years.
And to do that, we're going to break down 8 fundamental shot prompts. I want you to think of these like the primary colors on your visual palette. They are the essential building blocks for pretty much any sequence you can imagine. Once you know these, you can combine them to create literally anything.
We always start wide. The establishing shot is our anchor. It tells the audience where we are, when we are, and it grounds them in the scene. Then we move in just a little bit to the medium shot. This is where we meet our characters and start to see their relationship to the space they're in. Next up, we get personal. The close-up is your most powerful tool for emotion. It's for that key reaction, the moment of realization, that subtle shift in a character's eyes. Then you have the over-the-shoulder shot, which pulls us right into a conversation, connecting two characters and locking the audience into a very specific perspective. Now, what's really fascinating about this slide is how it shows pure cinematic language at work. Just by changing the camera's vertical position, you completely change the power dynamic. A low-angle shot makes your subject look dominant, powerful. Flip to a high-angle shot, and they instantly seem vulnerable, maybe a little small. It's pure visual psychology.
And finally, we've got 2 powerhouse shots. The action shot is all about capturing energy, impact, and movement. And on the right, the point of view shot. This is your ultimate tool for immersion. It literally puts the audience right inside the character's head, letting them see the world through their eyes.
Now remember, those 8 shots are your foundation. These modifiers, these are your fine-tuning instruments. You can layer these on top of any prompt to get precise control over the mood, the weather, the emotional tone, and even the finished look of the art, from a quick rough sketch all the way to clean line art.
Okay, so theory's one thing, but let's see how this all comes together in practice. We are going to build a simple 4-panel story right now, combining these shot types to create a real narrative sequence from scratch.
Okay, here's our story. It's simple, it's relatable, and it's got a clear emotional journey. A character discovers their car is stolen. We're going to break this down into 4 key story beats, and each one is going to correspond to one of our essential shot types. First up, the establishing shot. And just look at how specific this is. We're not just saying parking garage, we're saying late evening, fluorescent lighting. Those little details tell the AI to create a mood, something that feels a bit cold, a bit lonely. We're setting the emotional stage right from the start.
Next, we bring in our character with a medium shot. And again, notice the specific action words, stopped mid-stride, head tilted. We're essentially directing the performance here, prompting the AI with the exact body language that screams confusion and tells the story visually.
And here it is, the emotional turning point. We push in with a close-up to capture it. The prompt breaks down the exact facial expression, eyes widening in shock and anger, mouth opening. We're telling the AI to generate that precise moment when confusion snaps into realization and anger.
And to really drive that feeling home, we end with a point of view shot. This puts us right in the character's shoes. The prompt focuses on the details of what's missing, the tire marks, the oil drip. We're prompting what isn't there. which is such a brilliant way to illustrate the character's sense of loss.
So, knowing what to do is half the battle, right? Now let's talk about what not to do. Here are 5 of the most common mistakes that can completely derail your storyboards.
Please pay close attention to these, because they will save you hours of frustration. Focus only on the key details. Make sure your shot choice actually serves the story. Keep your style consistent. And for sure, use negative prompts. They are your best friend for filtering out all the junk you don't want. Avoiding these simple mistakes is a total game changer.
You know, the goal here isn't for you to just copy and paste these prompts forever. It's to give you a really powerful foundation. The real work and the fun begins when you start to tweak them, adapt them, and build your own personal prompt library that's perfectly tailored to your style. So let's just recap for a second. In just a few minutes, you've basically built a complete professional toolkit. You've got the core shot templates, you've got the modifiers to fine-tune them, a solid workflow for building sequences, and you know what big mistakes to avoid. You are now fully equipped to direct an AI and bring your specific vision to life.
And that's really the only question left, isn't it? This is where the real creativity kicks in. Take these templates, adapt them, break them, make them completely your own. The tools are right here in your hands. Now go start telling your story.